I am here today to talk again about these big tab Avery size 11901. They are really flimsy, but they cut great in the silhouette. Just using, I believe I used the stencil material out of 3. Your blade is set to 3. Cutting, I can't remember if I cut once or twice on these. It's already been a while. So I made, turn it over, you're going to see the black anyway because I've used it. As you can see, they're really quite flimsy. I think they'll hold up for a long time, but hard to, I don't know, they're flimsy. Okay, really flimsy. That was one I made. Here's another one that I made, and like I say, they're really flimsy, but they work. They work. Is it better than cardstock? I'll have to test it to know. And this was one that I made. Yeah. Maybe it isn't. I grabbed one that isn't one I made. Hang on a sec. Here it is. I grabbed the wrong one. Sorry, guys. There's that one. I just took a bunch of the silhouette files and made a stencil. But like I say, they're flimsy. This was another one that I've already used. Works great, but they're flimsy. Then, I didn't know that Walmart had these. They're durable write-on, plastic dividers. I've already used a whole set in testing because it's been horrendous, I'm going to tell you. The one link in my last video about this, she says to use your settings at 3 and use stencil material and cut it twice. Well, these are heavier, see? Her video looked great. I don't know, I put in a new blade. I tried everything. Setting at 3 for my blade and stencil material and cutting it twice. I'll show you what I got. This one, which I tore trying to get out the little pieces. See, these aren't even like cut through. However, this part of my stencil will work, and it's heavy. Actually, that was one of the stencils I created. I've been testing my stencils now that I had on my blog, and there was one that I'm going to give you a heads up. If you've downloaded before, the star one, I don't know what I was thinking, because it just cut out the whole star and a circle, but it all drops out. So anyways, this was another design that I created. This took me probably 8 times to cut on a stencil setting 3 cut times 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, took me 4 times to run this through. That's crazy. Although it came out and it's strong, really strong. Like, I love the material. Don't get me wrong, the material's fantastic. Now I cut my stencil that I created in Photoshop again. And again, it took 6 times to cut it, to get it through all of it. But it worked. This was another one. I've already kind of used it in one of my projects. 6 times to cut it. And it's really, this one wasn't so hard to, but you see I pulled too hard and I ripped it. So they do tear easy. Be careful taking them off your mat. But that, see, that doesn't bother me because really I could have split this up, like right click in the Designer Studio and release compound path. You can select as many of these and group them together and create, you know, 3 different types of stencils on one. Just to let you know that. This was another one I created. Pulled it off. I couldn't get them all out. As you can see, they didn't cut through. And I pulled too hard and tore it here, tore it right here. But see, that doesn't bother me. I'm just going to probably cut it right here and try and get this last one. Oh, it's going to come maybe today. Yeah, but that's how hard, yeah, it is to get them out. So that was, I would say, not successful. This was another one that I made in Photoshop. This one, because of the straight lines, wasn't so bad. It seemed, but oh my gosh, getting these all out, yeah, that was a little hard, but that one worked. Actually, I have a full page of it, but really, I would right click in your Designer Studio and release compound path or ungroup and just take the top pieces, because the bottoms are just in reverse. You don't really need that much, so you're saving on stencil material. So that's what I would do. Then I thought, okay, maybe it's how I design, you know, how I'm designing them in Photoshop. So I brought in one from the Silhouette that I purchased online from them, and again, this one took 6 times. New blade. Now, I'm going to tell you. Look at this. I wanted it for the flowers. And yes, there's a line in between. Then I wanted this one for an, this actually fits in this. So, and this I actually got from one of my files, and I just created it, not in Photoshop. It's not my own design. So, but you know, like circles are circles down here. But anyways, this fits in this for the flowers. And I think I might have bought it from Silhouette. So anyways, that, you're going to be surprised. And the circles, I like them because I can use them and add different colors on newsprint, old book pages, music pages. The same with this, and that's why I wanted to make it. Blade setting is at 5. Cut twice using cardstock plain. Cardstock plain cuts these stencils like butter. So don't use stencil material in your Silhouette to cut these. These you can buy at Walmart. I got mine at Walmart. I think they were, this has 8 in a package, 8 tabs. So I've got 8 pieces of stencil material. I can't remember what I paid for them now. Hang on, I'm going to go look. If I still have it. No, I can't find it. I must have heave-hoed it. Sometimes I can find things quickly in my garbage, but I'm not going to go through it that deep. So I think they were $4 and change, but for 8 pieces of you know, stencil material, I think that that's not too bad at all. I don't know what you pay for stencil material. I've tried other things that haven't worked. These work. So, again, like I took down the 2 posts that I had on my blog that were giving you free stencils. But I forgot to check them on the silhouette. So, like, duh. So I've now taken them down temporarily. That star one is still wrong. It's not going to cut unless you just want a whole schwack of stars, because that's what it's going to cut. I got to work on that yet, and then I will repost these as freebies again, and you can download them for free. So not this. This came from, not the circles. You can draw circles in your designer studio yourself. The other ones that I made, I'll just grab them here. This one is X's. This one here, like I say, right click, release compound path or ungroup, and then just take as many as you want, because you can get really very easily 3 per page on these. This one here, see, like it's full, and really a smaller one would work just as well. This one here is the one I goofed up and it broke, but it is still usable. So yeah, I'll be uploading those or putting those back on my blog once I fix the star one. So go out and get some of these and make your own stencils. I've been cutting mine out of cardstock. So if you don't want to buy these, use 90-pound or 110-pound cardstock. It won't last you as long, but you can always cut them again. Just make sure that you save your stencil to your designs in the designer studio, or even, I'm not sure about portrait, is it the Cameo, but just the regular software. I'm not sure about it because I always have had the designer studio, so I can't say for that. But these work great, and now I'm not going to say I won't use cardstock, because a blade setting of 5, that's, you know, you might have to play with your settings, because every machine is different. But cardstock plain, cut twice through these, gave me that. So, one time. All I'm saying. Just thought you might like to know that, guys. Take care. Bye.